seatbelt off.
So he don't do neither. Well, he got his hands up, but he not taking off his seatbelt.
And he got his hands up.
He got his hands up.
They
He not taking off his
car
seatbelt.
door.
They reach inside of the car,
open it up,
and open the door from the inside.
and he tells them.
And he still got his seatbelt on.
Here's the trippy part about it, bro. He told them, bro, he was afraid.
He did say. He said. What did he say? I'm afraid for my life. And the officer said, "What, BJ?
You should be." That's what.
First, hold on, bro. The audacity to say that, and y'all knowingly got these body cameras on. Like, y'all don't even care enough to even be discreet about it with these body cameras on, bro. Y'all just blatantly. I wonder if they forget that they got them on.
Protect and serve. That's what they're supposed to do, right?
But a civilian who is getting pulled over for a traffic violation, not even something that's so malice or anything like that, bro. He getting pulled up for a traffic violation. He said he fearing for his life, and you say you should be.
You're supposed to protect and serve, right? You took the job to protect and serve.
But I should be fearful for my life in your presence.
You putting yourself, when you take this job, you putting yourself in danger for my life.
So at that point, dog start pepper spraying him.
Right. And he still
and he got him good.
He remained calm.
And
but,
dude in the car remained. His temper never.
See.
His temper never changed, bro. It never fluctuated. It stayed calm and cool the entire time. So eventually, they go in. Did he take his seatbelt off himself, or they took the seatbelt off?
No, because I stopped watching it.
I think he took his seatbelt off himself eventually after being pepper sprayed. He get out the car, bro, and he just standing there and he's asking the same question: why am I being pulled over?
But this is what gets me. Like I was saying,
and they kicking him in the back of his knees, get on the ground.
This is, mind you, this is a lieutenant.
And dude asked him, he's like, what are you, like a sergeant? Or, like, what is it, like a private sergeant or something?
He's a lieutenant.
I'm a lieutenant. Put some respect on my name.
He's a lieutenant. And he's in his whole uniform. That's what gets me, though. Like, the uniform was not respected at all. But somebody can get blamed for taking.
And we're not saying that people that serve the country should just automatically get passes, but come on now, bro. They doing extra. They doing more than you doing.
He put his life on the line.
They doing more than you doing internationally. They doing that on an international scale, not even on the domestic scale. Y'all suck at y'all job.
Person in the uniform put their life on the line for us. That's all I gotta say.
And they get disrespected like this, bro. That's like what when back in the 1940s, back in like 1946, 47, when black soldiers was coming back from World War II and they was being treated, getting ripped off their uniforms. You feel me? When they was going out to eat, they couldn't find no jobs because they was black, but they served this country. I could go serve the country, but I can't get a job. History repeats itself, BJ.
I know.
This ain't nothing but repetition, bro.
I know. But I ain't really got too much to say, bro, because it's just like, I mean, it's gonna be the same thing. We just gotta keep fighting. I ain't got too much to say because it's the same thing.
We gotta keep beating them odds, bro. Like I said earlier, bro, life ain't never been fair for us. What? Life for me ain't never been no Christmas there.
There you go. There you go.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Oh my God.
But that's okay because every victory, every triumph that we have for ourselves, and that's black folks, that's why it's so much greater. And that's why anytime I see one of my people doing something, you feel me, of greatness,
bro, I'm
gonna celebrate it.
I'm gonna celebrate it.
Because I know it's stacked up against us, bro. I know it's odds stacked up against us, bro. I know what we going through. I know what hoops we gotta jump through.
Right. Any moment we could be going.
We always gotta do a cartwheel and a backflip before we can get in the door.
There you go. But like, I mean, that's what I said. It's a lose-lose. Like at the end of the day, going back to that story, man, he did what was asked, still got humiliated. Lose-lose situation for us. Like,
and he's suing him.
Yeah,
for some cheese.
As he should.
And I hope he win too.
As he should. But like, you know, as a black man, it's just like, it's a psychological warfare that we go through. That's another piece. Like now I gotta think about what I gotta do in this situation. I gotta talk to my children, you know, what to do if they in this situation.
And we speaking from, we keep saying black men because we are black men.
Like we black men.
These are our experiences.
We can tell you.
We already know black women ain't gotta know easier.
Facts. But you feel me? I can just tell you. We can tell you out of our mouth. Like this how it is. Like you gotta deal with that, and then you gotta go provide for your family. Like on top of that, ain't no telling what your work like. Like you feel me? It's just a psychological warfare that we going through, bro. It's crazy. That is really, society really got us like this. Like, we get mentally drained, bro. Mentally drained. Just from trying to do better and be better. This is what we have to go through.
Trying to go about our day, bro. That's all it be.
This is what we gotta go through. But this is, you feel me?
That's all it be is us trying to go about our day. No, we not perfect. Yeah, we make mistakes. But damn.
That's why mental health is important, bro. That's exactly why.
We can't catch no break.
Okay.
And we didn't even ask to be here.
Facts. That's a whole nother story for you. We ain't asked to be
Come
here.
on now, man.
But man, like, you got a lot of anger in this one. Like,
I'm not angry, bro. I'm just fed up, bro. And this is our platform, right? To talk about it, be authentic about what, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just speaking my mind. I know there's people watching this, bro, that relate and feel the same way. Cause I had these conversations with my homeboys all the time. We talk about stuff like this, bro.
Yeah.
Cause as a brother, I'm responsible for I'm responsible for you making it home.
There you go.
Even if I'm not in your presence, I'm responsible for you making it home. Why? Because if I call you my brother and I call you somebody that I associate myself with and that I hold accountable, bro.
I'm gonna make sure
I'm the things that we talk about and the things that I teach you, things you teach me, gonna get you home.
There you go.
I'm responsible. So you going to jail, if you was to ever do that, I'm responsible for that.
Cause that's just the love you got. Unconditional love.
Because I didn't do something, I didn't say something to hold you accountable.
Accountability.
And it put you in a position where you in jail. Damn, that's on me too.
It's hard out here.
Cause I'm responsible for you, cause you my brother. So anybody that watch this, we responsible for y'all in a way.
Gotta educate you. Gotta educate you. That's what it is.
That's why I'm passionate about it, bro. Because you feel me, it's us.
Like, yeah, we gotta be mindful, bro. We gotta educate each other, talk to each other. Like, you gotta have those talks. Like, no matter if it's your homeboy or not, like, be real with yourself, be real with them. Like, cause it's hard for us, bro. We know that. We know that. As a black man in this society, it's hard for you to be successful.
But I say it again, bro. I wouldn't have it any other way.
I really wouldn't either. I love the hustle.
I wouldn't have it any other way, bro, because it just make me beating you that much better. Because
Facts.
I had to do a whole lot more to do.
And that's
what
why
you
we
couldn't
can't.
do.
That's why we can't stop as a whole, as a community, as a, you feel me, black people in general. Cause when we make it to the top, it's gonna be that much better.
Gotta celebrate them victories too, bro.
You feel me? Right.
We don't do that enough.
I don't care how little, how big they are. Celebrate them.
I don't think we do that enough, especially with the small ones too.
Bro, celebrate them.
I know you don't ever want to get hung up on small things and stuff like that, right? But those little things
Celebrate them.
add up to those big things. So you gotta celebrate them all. What I say, don't get too high, don't get too low. Teach your victories like you treat your losses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you gotta celebrate the small ones the same way you celebrate them big ones.
There you go. For real, bro.
You gotta celebrate them wins, and I don't think we do that enough. We gotta do a better job.
There you go. Like, that's. I mean, I ain't even got too much else to say. Just for me, like, coming in, this episode, my thing was, like, as black men, bro, we just gotta be conscious of everything that we do, every move. It's gotta be strategic, calculated. Like, you know, like, it sucks, it's the world we live in, all this psychological warfare we going through and everything, but, bro, this is just what it is.
It's necessary.
It's necessary.
It's necessary for sure.
And like bro said, when we make it to the top, it's just gonna be that much better. You know?
Because I beat you doing what you was trying to do, and I had a whole lot more to go through, and you couldn't do it.
We can't give up. Can't give up, y'all.
Oh, big thing though.
What's up?
North Carolina coach Rory Williams.
Oh yeah, black man. Hubert Davis.
Rory Williams for North Carolina basketball. He was there 17 years. Arguably one of the blue bloods in college basketball, retired.
Yep.
And they have just recently, in home, because he was already on the staff,
coach.
hired Hubert Davis.
Davis.
He is the first African American coach at North Carolina and the fourth African American coach in athletic program history. I'm talking about all they sports.
Oh, all they sports. That's
all they sports. So they got sports like equestrian, water polo, sports like rowing, So I'm just giving y'all like a perspective of like how many sports that they have, and he's the 4th coach out of all of those sports.
That's why
to
we
be
can't.
black.
That's why we can't give up because of that right there.
Exactly.
So
just if we're gonna end it, just end on a positive note. So shout out to Hubert Davis.
Shout out to Hubert Davis
for getting that opportunity.
Shout out to UNC.
You know it
for making that happen, man.
Because it's so. Because what's crazy is, bro, because Stephen, they talk about it all the time on First Take. The NBA and the NFL demographic of players is predominantly. Matter of fact, pause. Let's talk about this real fast.
So
I want your opinion.
Is this bullshit of the week? Is this what did you call it?
What? Bullshit of the week?
Yeah, bullshit of the week. Really? Not really?
What?
Anyways, go ahead and finish it.
No, dog with the police and homeboy at the gas station. That's the bullshit of the week right there.
Okay.
Cause that just happened.
Okay.
But
so go ahead.
we both watch I Am Athlete, right?
I do a little bit.
A little bit, okay. Yeah. So it's a podcast of I think Brandon Marshall, Channing Crowder, Fred Taylor, Chad Johnson, Ocho Cinco. They just be talking about, you know, everything under the sun, and they talk a lot about the NFL because that's what they all play.
Right.
They had a conversation where they were talking about influence in the league, in the different leagues of the NFL and the NBA.
Okay.
Like, why do the players in the NBA have a lot more say-so and a lot more influence than players in the NFL?
Okay, I did see that part a little bit.
And a lot of the stuff that they was talking about, they said that the NBA, the players have more leverage in the NBA because of guaranteed contracts, and the NFL players don't have that leverage because they don't have guaranteed contracts, right?
Okay.
But me and my homeboys was talking about like the NBA players have done a lot more, or have been able to do a lot more. I think because there's the stars in their league have said a lot more.
But you gotta,
and that's because the two leagues are predominantly made up of black men.
Right.
But the ownership of these organizations that they play for are white people.
Right.
White men, old white men at that.
See, but here's the deal though.
Hold on. Let me get to where I want to talk about.
Okay.
Because I want your opinion on this. So in the show I Am Athlete, Brandon Marshall was making the point that when it came down to have these conversations with the ownership and the leadership of these organizations, like the board of governors, we would call them, the people at those sitting at that table weren't influential athletes in the league. I'm talking about the NFL. He said his punter and long snapper were on those calls instead of the starting quarterback, the star player with the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But with the NBA, the reason why they get why they have a greater influence, the players have a greater influence on how things go in their league, is because their stars are speaking up, are sitting on those conversations at that table. So your LeBron James.
Do you know who the president is?
Hold on, CP3 is
the president.
CP3 is the president of the NBA PA Player Association.
Yeah.
Right? So these men are at these tables having these conversations. So I want to know, in your opinion, bro, like, because I had this conversation with my group chat I got with my cousin, bro.
Right.
And basically we were talking about how the different structures of the leagues are, right? And why players in the NFL would never have any great influence.
Okay.
And how players in the NBA have greater influence.
Right.
Why do you think that is?
Unity. That's a broad answer. Unity. But I mean, you gotta look at it. The NBA is a lot smaller than the NFL.
True.
So it's not gonna
NBA got what, 15 man rosters. NFL got 53 man rosters.
Right.
So arguably, the NFL
it's smaller. So it's not hard for all of us to get, together in a meeting or to just sit down and talk about it. And like you said, bro, like it makes a difference when you have the big faces of the whole league. They didn't know spots like Chris Paul, and then backed up by LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, Dwayne Wade, and so on and so on, and that they actually do know what they're talking about they're educated in those topics. You feel me? So I'm going to listen. I'm going to follow. You know what you're talking about. You know, and it's like they all got each other back at the end of the day. NFL, it's not the same. Reason being, I mean, you just don't have those people in those important roles like you talked about, and then also, I mean, it's just hard. I ain't really thought about it with the NFL, cause I mean that's where you get into it. You just get into so many people that have different beliefs, and values, come from different backgrounds. So it's hard.
So why don't you think that the NFL?
But hold on, let me, because you did talk about it. So you did talk about the contracts, and I believe that is a big piece of it too. Because, like they talked about, it's easier for me to join in on this group effort when I know that okay, my money's straight, guaranteed, I'm good. But even if that's the case though, like, cause some of them ain't really got money yet. Like they'll tell you, like some of the people in the league.
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? Some of them split houses with other teammates. They stay there. You feel me? But it's easier when I know this money guaranteed. You know, then it's easy to do that when I'm protected and I'm backed by the Players Association. It's easy now. It's harder because now it's like DK Metcalf talked about. It's harder when I come in as a rookie or I'm one of those men at the bottom of the roster
to say something
because I could get cut. Like, I could get my, like, the neck, pack your bags and go home. You feel me? Or it's like, I got a family to feed.
So what does that say? What does that say about the ownership and leadership of these organizations?
NFL players ain't got
Be mindful. Be mindful of the demographic of the owners of these organizations.
I understand it. I mean, the NFL players ain't got to, just put in the broad answer, NFL players ain't got enough power to, you feel me? The owners and all that, they don't have power.
Okay, so you probably already answered it, but why don't you think the NFL players have enough power and that the NBA players do have enough power? Is it because of the idea of the guaranteed contract that no matter what, I'm still going to get my money? Or so I'm more comfortable with speaking out because I think that kind of plays along with it, right?
Right.
So in the NFL, my contract not guaranteed. I'm second string running back, right? I don't really mean too much because there's plenty of running backs that can be signed right now. So if I stand out and speak out on it, right, I'm gonna get blackballed out the league like Colin Kaepernick and like Eric Reed did.
Fuck
you feel me? So,
You got me thinking.
You feel me? So like anytime that somebody is in the NFL has spoken out, you feel me, in a manner that the owners or that, you know, anybody
blackballed,
they've been blackballed, bro.
But
we ain't seen it in the NBA.
I mean, to get deep into it, like you talked,
and these leagues are predominantly made up of black men, bro.
You scratching the surface when we talk about different backgrounds, different values. You're gonna have people that believe in this, people that believe in that. So it makes it easier for the NFL. I mean, for the NBA, and we're not saying that every NBA player is black, but you gotta look at it. That NBA is very, very diverse, right? Very diverse. So it's already pretty easy.
Yeah.
When me and you, or everybody, every roster, every player on, you feel me, on one team and every player on another team can get together. You feel me? We already come in with kind of the same beliefs. You know, background, understand you, we relate to this. It's easy for us to agree on something when we all understand each other. You feel me? We know each other.
And everybody in the NFL don't understand each other. They ain't in it for the same thing. A lot of dudes in the individual. I think that's what it is, bro. The NBA move more as a collective group.
They do.
They move together.
They always
NFL is too many like individuals and not enough collectiveness.
They do.
But I think it take the right people in the NFL. And Brandon Marshall said the Russell Wilsons of the league. You know what I'm saying? To really put things into perspective for all the players.
Yeah, I mean you can, but then
to create that group unity,
right,
and that group cooperation,
right. And you got to also look at the other. Okay, you talking about Russell Wilson, so let's look at Tom Brady. You feel me?
Exactly. He got to step in too because he's the face of the NFL.
But what is his beliefs? What you feel me? What is his time gonna put himself in that situation?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, now
It's self-sacrifice.
right. Tom Brady, Rob Gronkowski, like,
Doubt it.
see what I'm saying?
This ain't their issue.
So you still gonna have that divide down the middle. Everybody can't get on the same page. You might have that divide.
Sheesh. I hate to see it. That's all I got, brother. Man.
We appreciate y'all, man. For this was I didn't expect for this to go this way this episode. Ain't gonna lie. I kind of did, but I didn't. I didn't.
Once the juices get flowing in the passion
is
started rising.
We appreciate
takes
y'all.
you to wonderful places.
Hey, we forgot to do a check-in with our audience, man. How y'all doing? How was y'all week? You feel me? How was that? Hope y'all been making that progress. You feel me? Just keep doing y'all. Keep moving forward. You feel me? Celebrate those small wins, as bro said.
Celebrate the small victories,
You
man.
feel me? You celebrate the big ones, celebrate the small ones. The small ones will matter.
Right.
You feel me? Anything you gotta say?
Nah, man, I'm drained.
Yeah, you don't have to think.
I'm drained, brother. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, you know, follow us on Instagram.
I never did.
Philosophy. You feel me? Also, follow Different Dose LLC.
Different Dose LLC behind the camera, man.
Yes, pictures, videography, anything you need. Different Dose LLC is where we at with it.
Tap in, great content.
Oh yeah, YouTube, Hub Philosophy as well.
That's probably where
Twitter.
you're watching us at right now, because you ain't listening to it nowhere.
Right. There you go.
We out.
Philosophy Hood is Twitter, man.
Yeah.
Hood. That's Twitter. That's our Twitter handle. We out, man. We'll catch y'all another time. Love y'all. Stay safe. That's that.